And I can't hear it this time. Gurgling sound on my M8 engine. Catch you inside.
RevelatorAlf.
Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I hope you're all well in these testing times. So, bit of an odd one, this one. Oh yeah. So the last couple of weeks I've noticed very occasionally, not all the time, I get this kind of gurgling sound when I switch off my engine. Now it's a weird one because it sounds as if you're sucking a drink through a straw. You know, you got your cup and you got a straw, let's say a Coke, and you reach the very last bit of it and then you're trying to get the last little bit of it and it starts that kind of bubbling sound. That's exactly what it sounds like. And it seems to be coming from the right side of the engine, and it seems to be coming from the top end, not the lower end. It sounds as if the oil is just trying to find its way back to wherever it needs to get to. It sounds as if air's trying to bubble its way through the oil. It's a weird one. I phoned the dealership. They don't seem to think it's anything to be concerned about. I've done extensive online research and there doesn't seem to be anything about the M8 engines. Yes, there is gurgling sound on Harley motors from the past, but actually most of that is related to other things specific to those engines, not Harley M8s. Now it could be breather bolts, it could be the last dregs of oil being scavenged back to the oil tank, and also it could be that sort of that vent tube from the crankcase up to the oil reservoir as well. That air is getting sucked back into it. It could be there's a little vacuum being created in the crankcase when you're switching off the engine, and it's just kind of sucking air back in. It could be, but I just don't know. Nobody seems to know. Weird one. Can't smell fuel, no leaks anywhere, no oil leaks, no degrading performance, no rev changes, nothing like that. The engine is running absolutely fine. Can't smell anything, can't hear anything. It's only very occasionally when I switch the engine off and I hear this gurgling sound. Now, of course, we could be talking about vacuum leaks from the throttle manifold, but I don't think it's that at all. It could be air going back through the breather bolts via that umbrella valve. It could be. So that's what I'm thinking now, is it the engine breathers and maybe there's a bit of early wear in those umbrella valves? Possibly. Possibly. Now, there have been reports about injector issues or injector module issues as well, but as I say, I haven't had any issues at all with it. It's still run absolutely fine. It's just this occasional gurgling sound. So over to you guys. What do you think it is, this engine gurgling sound on an M8 engine? I say I've done extensive research. I can't seem to find anything in particular. It's definitely oil related, or I'm pretty sure it's oil related, and I'm pretty sure that when you switch the engine off, occasionally there's a vacuum developing in the crankcase which is sucking air in. But where is it sucking air in? Through the engine breather bolts or via the air filter? Possibly. That's where it sounds like it's coming from. Could it be coming from the oil dipstick cap vent tube which I made? Possibly, but it sounds to be coming more forward. But obviously noise travels, so we've got to be aware of that. So if you've had this happen on your M8 engine, whether it's a Softail, whether it's a Tourer, and you've actually diagnosed what the issue is or why it's happening, let us know. Let us all know. But it's weird, it only happens every now and again. And what I've noticed, if I let the engine idle for a little bit before I switch it off, it stops it anyway. And the gurgling only lasts for a few seconds, 4 or 5 seconds max. Weird. Anyway, over to you. Gurgling sounds, M8 engines. What's going on? Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, like and share, and check out the website RevelatorAlf.com. I have my theories what it could be. I don't think it's serious, but let us know in the comments. Catch you again. Ta-da.